This audio recording is addressing the vast majority of those who identify themselves as brown berets, who identify themselves as fighting in the movement, activists, revolutionaries, and soldiers, yet support the cyberbullies, those who terrorize others in the movement by means of doxxing and blacklisting individuals because they believe the chismes and false accusations that their social media comrades are circulating about their victims. You are enablers of bullies, abusers, and predators because you make comments like, "Don't say names, keep this off social media, we should be fighting on the same side, stupid people fighting for power, never supporting the victim, rather victimizing the victim, or multiple victims even further." I have followed comments on social media posts regarding persons calling out by name those who are terrorizing them, and the responses, by the most part, is a dangerous narrative in which the victim is brutalized, for one, coming forward with the abuse and naming the predators, and two, no show of support from either males or females, especially when the victim is a female and she's being terrorized primarily by men. Would you tell a domestic violence victim not to come forward with abuse and who her abuser is? Would you tell someone that is being stalked not to come forward and name her stalker? Would you tell someone who is being bullied not to come forward and name their bullier? Is this the advice you would give your child, family member, friend? Would you insist this is something that can be resolved by staying silent and continue to take the abuse for the sake of not disrupting the lives of others or the movement? How do you profess to be for la raza and for la causa, and the voice for the voiceless, the beacons of light, the saviors of the underprivileged and the marginalized, the revolutionaries and the soldiers, the fighters for justice? And yet within your movement you glorify, encourage, and enable the abusers, bullies, narcissists, and predators. You allow your movement to be a cesspool of toxicity, favoritism, and indignant rhetoric. This is the highest level of hypocrisy, a pestilence that has crippled a once decent, honorable, and quintessential movement. It has lost the prestige of once representing all brown people of all backgrounds, regardless of education, political religious beliefs, socioeconomic status, and sexual orientation. But nothing is more harmful than those who are silently complicit and complacent. The disintegration of what was once so regal, of which many lost their lives to defend, and many more sacrificed so much to uphold with dignity, of movement which has represented so many generations and has survived up until now, the disloyalty and dishonor that exists within its own realm. As a female, Chicana, Mexicana, and victim of a police murder, I will continue to expose the bullies, abusers, and predators in the movement, because this is not the forum for them to be comfortable in, where they have made a home for themselves and their followers. They are thin-skinned and found that they can easily exist, cultivate, and multiply within a movement with no repercussions or confrontation from others. Their victims are left to either leave or bear being publicly crucified. And as the abusers and predators have everyone distracted from what is going on in our communities, locally, nationally, and globally, they feel victorious, empowered, and in charge because it was allowed and encouraged by those who fear them or see them as representatives of the movement.